Hello everyone, Snitch Racer here, and this will be the finale of the NASCAR 98 Full Season Challenge. The series is ending with a bang as we pretty much have a four-way fight for the championship. As you can see in the background here, this is the standings going into the last two races. We are 17 points behind the leader in fourth, so we will need to work hard and get lucky to win this championship. We also have Terry Labonte, his brother Bobby, and Dale Jarrett all within a shot to win this title, so quite the challenge. This video will once again consist of two races. The first will be Ranch Tower, a fantasy road course that takes place in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Yet another challenging road course that the AI is very good at, making it so I had to practice quite a bit for this one, almost a full hour. The race was also absolutely mental, so make sure you tune in to see what it's like. The second race in the finale of the season will be at the Suzuka Circuit in Japan. Yes, that's right, the real-life road course is the finale for this season. A real-life road course that NASCAR went to in the late 90s to do a non-championship race. So a race that didn't even count for the championship points, which is funny because in this case, it's actually the one that counts the most, being the finale of the championship in the game itself. Now, the fact that it's at Suzuka is wonderful news for me, as this is one of the tracks I have the most experience with in all of racing games. I have racked up quite a few hours here over the past 25 years. This means I will know how to drive this track without any problems. Of course, we're still gonna have to take into consideration the physics of this game, but that didn't take me too long to get used to. Anyways, enough intro, let's just jump into it and get straight to the action. Welcome to the finale of the NASCAR 98 Full Season Challenge.
Hello and welcome to Ranch Tower International Speedway, located near Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm Bob Jenkins for EA Sports, bringing you today's round of the NASCAR Championship Racing Series. Looking at the track layout, we can see plenty of opportunities for the drivers to reach top speeds on the straightaways and long sweeping corners, but beware of the tight chicanes.
Man, it really seems like they're running out of things for Bob to say about these fantasy road courses here. He's essentially saying the same thing every time now, but as we start our qualifying lap here, yes, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I actually practiced at this track for a solid hour, trying to find the racing lines and everything, including actually looking up a video online. There's one video of someone using the proper racing line at this track, and that helped me quite a bit. And just me getting more used to the physics of this game is starting to really show here. I'll let you guys watch the rest of this long qualifying lap. Enjoy. And it looks like my practice has paid off well. As you can see, I ended up in 8th place. It might not be in the top 5 or anything, but we can work with this for sure. As for the rest of the standings, we have the two Dales. Dale Earnhardt first, second Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace third, fourth Jeremy Mayfield, Terry Labonte fifth, Jeff Bodine in sixth, 7th Ted Musgrave. We got good old Mark Martin in 8th. 7th, Ernie Irvin, Bobby Labonte being 10th, which is good news for us. And as we take the green flag to begin the race, it looks like I wasn't even ready there, and I am gonna make a mistake right away, of course, but No matter, we have lots of race to work with here. Two of our championship rivals are starting up ahead of us. The leader of the championship, Bobby Labonte, is behind us though, but we do want to make up the positions, get up to Terry Labonte and Dale Jarrett, who I believe is in second place right now. And in the rear view mirror, you can already see Bobby Labonte trying to make moves on 9th place to try to catch up to me and the rest of the gang here. As you see that gigantic slide, and wouldn't you know, there's a caution flag already. Not even half a lap in. Classic NASCAR 98. And now we're getting back to green here on the first lap, and surprise, Bobby Labonte's here and he's trying to force his way through. Man doesn't know how to make a clean pass to save his life, but no matter, I block like crazy, I'm just as bad. And it looks like we have a passing opportunity going into the first corner, up to 7th, up to 6th, hopefully up to 5th ahead of Ryan Newman, who managed to sneak his way up here, and he managed to knock me off the track instead. Back to 8th, and Bobby, look at him, just look at that green bastard trying to get past me, but he's not able to. Or is he? He really just wants to kill me, I guess. And we managed to survive. We can see Jeff Gordon in the background now as well. And as we jump a few seconds ahead here, I do take this corner quite a bit too slow, and Bobby Labonte managed to use the grass to pass me. It matches his car. I guess he just felt like using it. Luckily, though, the battle's not over as I do get alongside him. The battle for 8th is getting hectic here. You can even see some bumping and banging ahead of us. I guess no one knows how to drive today. Maybe we can use this to our advantage, though, as we do have the advantage of the straightaway. As always on these road courses, I easily get past Bobby. We just have to make sure we do a nice and smooth turn 1 and 2, and we do. I'm really good at this first set of corners here, as you can see, going past Ryan Newman as well. And then a few corners later, we have a golden opportunity to make a pass on not only one car, but another car, the most important car to pass, Terry Labonte. We're now up to 5th place, and it looks like the 7 car is trying to help us by keeping Terry behind from using his bumper, rather. That did not work, though, sadly, as I did make a mistake, allowing Terry Labonte past me, and Bobby still right behind me. Bobby Labonte is just following me through the pack here, which is not good. What is good is, there you go, right past Terry Labonte again, we're up to 5th. And about a lap later, we have managed to pull a gap to 6th place behind us, and we're catching up to 4th place, the number 16 car. Right ahead of us here, another golden opportunity for a pass is, again, like I mentioned, I'm very fast here, up to 4th place, just like that. Or maybe not, because the 16 car is some kind of other idea. But there you go. Managed to secure it in the end. That didn't last very long, only a couple of corners. As you can see, I make a mistake in the same bloody corner again, losing 4th place, allowing Terry Labonte to try and pass me. I pull off a dirty block, though, and don't allow him through. Lap 6, now we have an opportunity to pass the 16 car, but I get a little ahead of myself here and try to pass him in a non-passing corner. Of course, that backfires because it was just a bad idea to begin with. Then Terry Labonte forces his way through, and even worse, we got Bobby in our mirror now again. Luckily, we're on the front straightaway here, which I'm way faster at. I manage a very smooth turn 1 and turn 2. Now about to pass 16 up to 4th place. And guess what? No surprise here, I still make a mistake at this bloody freaking corner, and it allows the Terry Labonte and the 16 car ahead of us here. Even Bobby really close to us, trying to take 6th as well. It's a very tight 4-way battle for 4th place, and we really don't want to hesitate here, as obviously we don't want Terry Labonte to go all the way up ahead of us there, and Bobby's right behind us, so any type of slowing down we do will give Bobby the opportunity for a pass. Here's my opportunity for a pass here as I do a very smooth turn 1 and 2, allowing me to get the momentum to go around the outside of the 16, or rather the left side there. Hello there! The corner from my nightmare! We're about to go through this corner once again. Bobby's trying to make it even harder, but that's no excuse, really. I should just get better at this corner. I lose 5th place to the number 16. We even have Jeff in the mix just for shits and giggles, you know? Bobby, though, is what we're focused on here, and we managed to just barely cut him off, which does allow us to secure the 6th place there. Might have to have cut him off twice, actually. And now 4 laps later, though, we've managed to hold on to 6th place and build a gap behind us, which makes it a lot easier to make a pass. As you can see, this pass in the 5th place was very easy and smooth. While that was all happening, though, Terry Labonte managed to take off in 4th place, but only temporarily. As you can see, a miracle happens. He runs into the back of a car with a blown engine. I honestly still cannot believe the chances of that happening. Obviously, though, we still have to hold on to 4th place. We're very slow in this part of the track compared to the AI. As you can see, Terry obviously is going to push us out of the way and take 5th place. Well, I'm 5th place, he's 4th, sorry about that, but it looks like I'm going to be back up to 4th place only 1 lap later. And as we take that position, I just want to quickly mention how Jarrett is currently in the lead of the race, which is not good for us, as at that rate, he's going to be in the lead of the championship at the end of this event. And look at that, I actually took that corner very well for what seems like the first time, and I even managed to block Terry for good measure. He seems pissed though, as he tries to pit maneuver me at least once, but I do manage to hold on to 4th place. And 4th place is where I would stay for the remainder of the race. As you can see, even though I do make a mistake into turn 1, we did pull a very big gap. I very much found the racing line, and I was able to get a very fast pace as a result. Like usual, I'll just let you guys watch the rest of this last lap here. And there we go, crossing the finish line into 4th place. A very good result for our chances to win the championship. As for the rest of the results of today's race, we had Jarrett winning the race, Dale Earnhardt in 2nd, Rusty in 3rd, me 4th, Terry Labonte 5th, Jeff Gordon 6th, 7th Kenny Wallace. We managed to keep Bobby all the way back to 8th, Ernie Irvin 9th, Jeff Bodine rounding out the top 10. Let's see what really matters though, the championship standings, and just like I predicted, Jarrett is in the lead. We have Terry Labonte 21 points behind, me only 23 points behind the lead, and Bobby Labonte only 24 points behind the lead. Jeff Gordon in 5th, Dale Earnhardt 6th, Rusty 7th, 8th Sterling, 9th Kenny Wallace, and 10th Ted Musgrave. So yes, that's right, going into this final race, 3rd to 4th is only separated by 4 points, and 1st is only 21 points ahead. Jarrett just has to go on and win the next race and he gets the championship. It's never that easy though, so please stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Suzuka City, Japan for today's running of the NASCAR Championship Racing Series. I'm Bob Jenkins with thousands of eager race fans on hand at the Suzuka circuit. This is the final stop in this year's series, so get ready for some racing excitement. Let's take this opportunity to check the track layout. The drivers will be running on a narrow 1.4-mile road course that should offer quite a test to our drivers who are more accustomed to the wide-open tracks found in the United States.
Yes, this track is very tight indeed. Getting any sort of passing done here is very difficult, so getting a good qualifying position is essential here. As you see me start my qualifying lap by doing a very smooth turn 1 and 2, and then after that we go into the S's, which you surprisingly have to go quite slow in. I find it very easy to go too fast in these corners, and if you go too fast in a couple of them, they make it so going into the corner after that, you're just gonna miss the apex completely, which is devastating for such a short track, since even the tiniest little mistake can mean multiple positions down in a qualifying lap, and it looks like we're about to complete ours here. Let's see where we get. That was an absolutely smooth lap there. And it looks like we will be in second place, just behind Rusty Wallace. Most importantly, we're ahead of Bobby Labonte, Dale Jarrett, and Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte being all the way back in 7th. Yes, that's right, the front row is Rusty and me, then 3rd and 4th is Bobby, and then Dale Jarrett, Jeff Bodine 5th, Jeff Gordon 6th, 7th, Terry, like I mentioned, 8th is Dale Earnhardt, 9th, Jeremy Mayfield, and 10th will be Jeff Burton. Alright, let's let this race begin. We take the green flag, and of course, immediately I have a great run because of my straight line speed in these games compared to the AI. Now I just have to make sure I have a nice smooth turn 1, and it was almost in the dirt for me, throwing away that lead position. But it couldn't have gone any better that start to the race. We're already leading the final race of the season at a track I'm very good at. All we have to do is just keep this smooth racing line, and I should have no trouble whatsoever winning the race. But here comes trouble in my mirror. Rusty Wallace is already at the back of me, and he pushes on through. Classic AI move to get into the lead. I'm not too concerned though, as I have some great momentum going on to the front straightaway, and I use the draft to get by him just like that, back into the lead on turn 2, or rather lap 2. And as you've probably already noticed, there is no in-game audio in the background of this race. Unfortunately, for some reason, my music I was playing came through in the recording. I'm not sure why that happened, but that means I can't use this for a YouTube video, unless, of course, I want my video, copyrighted and everything, which I don't. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to hear some good old background music while I'm talking here. And as we hit fast forward here, you can see how I start to build a gap to second place, which for now is Rusty Wallace, and I hope that remains the case, cause even if I go on to win this race, let's say Dale Jarrett finishes second, he goes on to win the championship. So I'm really relying on the AI to not let Dale Jarrett through. And as you look at the standings after 6 laps, Dale Jarrett already has made up 1 position. He's 3rd place, and Bobby's in 2nd. So I really cannot afford any mistakes during this race. I have to be the smoothest driver known to man, which I was doing for a solid 8 or 9 laps, but now we have lap cars to deal with, which unfortunately puts me off my rhythm entirely in this race, as I was kind of caught off guard by the fact there would even be lap cars at all during this race. It hasn't happened at any other road course, really. So it is a new challenge to deal with at a time where I want the least amount of challenges possible, because I want to win this thing, man. As you can see on the exit of that last corner, I went in the dirt just a little bit. Then going to this corner, I clipped the curb a little bit too much. I'm just straight up not doing my proper racing line. I go too wide in that corner as well. And right about now, you can see how on the track map, Bobby Labonte's right behind me. Now he's in my rearview mirror. Bobby Labonte's right there. The championship battle's not over yet. Bobby Labonte's hungry for some goddamn chicken. But luckily, it is the straightaway, and he just kind of stalls out, allowing me to take off a little bit. But going into this corner 1, I'm not prepared for how slow this car is going, and I just yeet myself right into the back of him. And now I'm really starting to get nervous. I'm starting to panic a little bit internally. As you see me overdrive the car going out of the exit of turn 2 there. Now I just do not know where to pass this car, as this part of the track is essentially impossible to make a pass on. And look at my rear view mirror. We got a green boy in our rear view mirror once again. He's looking to pass me as well, but he can't figure out where to pass me. He tries to force himself in the right part of the track, but I block him while simultaneously passing that lap car, but Bobby's still right there. He does try to pit maneuver me a little bit, but he's not successful, and I do hold on to that coveted first place position. But as we get towards the end of the S's part of this lap, I simply just hit the dirt, and Bobby's in the lead. Dale Jarrett right behind me. I don't even know what to do now. I almost try to spin Bobby out, but thank God we have the momentum to take back that lead. The championship battle's going insane right now. We have 3 drivers, including myself, that have a chance to go home with the championship win. Luckily for me, my chances are increasing by every single lap. As you can see, we're taking the last lap, the white flag, and I'm in the lead now with no one challenging me in the mirror. So all I gotta hope for now is that Dale Jarrett doesn't end up in second place. Well, let's see if that's still the case, because because guess what? Caution flag, win the final lap. This could be a complete disaster, as the cars will bunch up, so if I'm unlucky, Bobby Labonte and Dale Jarrett will be right behind me. We're actually going into the last corner on the last lap, and look in the rearview mirror. We are very lucky to see that neither of those cars are right behind me there. I go on to win the race. The final race of the season. Hopefully this means the championship. We'll find out though. We got Bobby Labonte in second, Terry Labonte in third, Rusty Wallace in fourth, Dale Earnhardt in fifth, sixth, Ted Musgrave seventh, Johnny Benson eighth, Kenny Wallace, Jeff Bodine ninth, Hut Strickland 10th. And a keen eye may have noticed that Dale Jarrett is no longer in third. He's not even in the top 10. In fact, he DNF'd out of the race and finished 23rd. His championship hopes ends in complete disaster. But let's move on to our championship hopes. And the results are in. We have won the championship. The 1998 World Champion of NASCAR is Mark Martin. Congratulations, Mark Martin, you finally won the championship you rightfully deserve. We have Bobby Labonte finishing only 6 points behind in second, his brother only 8 points behind in third. Terry Labonte actually still had an outside chance to win the championship if he just finished 1 place or 2 better. He would have taken it from me. We have Dale Jarrett unfortunately finishing in 4th, Dale Earnhardt in 5th, Jeff Gordon all the way back in 6th with them, which I'm honestly surprised about. I expected him to be my rival. 7th, Rusty. 8th, Sterling Marlin. 9th, Kenny Wallace. Ted Musgrave remaining in 10th place. And by winning the championship, we get this cool little movie we have in the background showing off the trophy. Man, what a great series this was. It was really fun overall. I really hope everyone enjoyed it, as I am going to continue this with a different game. It might not be NASCAR. I might try a different series entirely. If anyone has any specific game they want me to do a season challenge for, please let me know. Preferably a PS1 game, as I can actually run it on my computer, but we'll see what we can work with if it's a GameCube game. Either way, I just want to thank everybody for watching this video and everyone who's watched this series. It went a lot better than I expected. I really wasn't thinking anybody would really watch this, but the numbers show otherwise, so I am just really happy for how this all turned out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me for now. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and remember to tune in next time when I invest in some inventions in Ingersoll.